Coming up on May 2nd at Times Square, New York City, Rolondo Romero will be facing Ryan Garcia in a match that is highly anticipated. Coming into this bout, Rolondo Romero has a record of 16 wins, 2 losses, and 0 draws. Both of those losses come by way of knockout. He currently is 29 years old with a height of 5 foot 8 inches and a reach of 68 inches. On the other hand, Ryan Garcia has a record of 24 wins, 1 loss, and 0 draws. 20 of those wins come by way of knockout, and his 1 loss is a TKO loss by Gervonta Davis. He is only a half-inch taller, being 5 foot 8.5 inches, and he has a 2-inch reach advantage. In physicality, there is no clear advantage between the two, being the same height and relatively having the same reach. Now, this fight is one that I believe will not see the distance. I think there will definitely be a knockout in this fight, or a stoppage in this fight, but the question is, who will knock out who? Garcia, over his career, has had the better opposition overall, having wins over Javier Fortuna, Luke Campbell, Oscar Duarte, and especially the win over Devin Haney. Now, Garcia was popped for PEDs, or drug enhancers, although there too came out information that these drug enhancers didn't really enhance his testosterone levels, but rather helped him cut weight for the fight. And we knew that Garcia did not make weight for the Haney fight. No matter what you want to say about Garcia in the Haney fight, and no matter how wrong he was in using PEDs or not, Garcia beat Haney fair and square. I believe Garcia definitely, even if he wasn't on PEDs, would have beaten Haney in a similar fashion. This was something that I do not think PEDs affected. Haney, leading up to the Garcia fight, in my opinion, had not really fought anyone his size. Haney was a pretty big 135-pound fighter, and when he fought Garcia, a man who was similar in size to him, he lost miserably to a punch that was his vulnerability throughout his career. A lot of individuals knew Haney was susceptible to the left hook, and Garcia's one-trick pony punch was that very, very powerful and fast left hook. And so, I believe Garcia won the Haney fight fair and square, and that is an incredible win on Garcia's record. Now Garcia returns to fight Rolondo Romero, an individual whose best win is Ismael Barroso. I do not think Romero has any real notable wins. His 2 biggest fights were losses, both by knockout. First to Gervonta Davis with a clean punch in the 6th round, and second by Isaac Cruz, who was swarming all over Romero throughout the entire fight. Romero is one of those fighters which I believe is a fringe world contender, a very weak champion who was extremely lucky to get the championship. Nonetheless, Romero still does like to step into the world game, and fighting individuals like Davis and Cruz were very respectable in my opinion. And just as I believe Garcia is a respectable fighter for stepping up to fight Romero, Davis, Haney, and Duarte in his respective fights. But overall, although I believe Romero has more power in both hands than Garcia, although that could still be debatable, Garcia, I believe, is a much better boxer, a much slicker boxer, faster boxer, and I also believe that Romero's chin is much weaker than Garcia's, considering that not only did Garcia take Gervonta's punches a little bit better than Romero, Romero has been knocked down 2 times in his career. He took a lot of damage against Cruz, and he took some damage against Davis. And even in the Barroso fight, he was rocked multiple times. And so for my official prediction, I have Ryan Garcia by 7th round knockout. This is Zachary Cloutier at Ringside.